Hey, this is your recap Auntie. Hey, y'all. Hey, this is Shar. Welcome to my channel. Welcome, yeah, welcome. Hello there, hello. We are here, baby. We are here to do a full recap of episode number 114 of what, honey? Beyond the Gates. Yeah, that is why you are here, to listen to all the voices and choices that I make when I do this recap of Beyond the Gates. So, y'all ready? I'm sure as hell ready. Let go. Honey, we open up with Leslie and Miss Peaches talking about Barbara. So uh, Leslie is still a little confused. She said, "Hold up now. You's trying to tell me and stand here and tell me that I am the daughter of an original articulate? And that me, Dana Leslie Thomas, has classic, so magic running through my veins? And on top of that, that my mystery mammy left me a whole fortune." Peach is like, "Girl, just think of it, honey, as family money." All right. Well, Sam, tell me, how much of this family money do I get? Honey, I don't know how much you might be getting, honey, but all I know is that I heard that it's a lot of zeros. That's what Peaches said. Okay, next question, okay? How much did Miss High and Mighty Nikki pay you? I'm sorry, she said. Now just tell me, how much money did Miss High and Mighty Nikki Nicole pay you to come over here and spend all this fairy tale? Peach is like, "Girl, what the hell are you talking about?" "I'm talking about that devious little head shrinker, that high and mighty bitch, who actually thinks that she can play games with me. I mean, Leslie, girl, you better listen. That's why you got two ears and one mouth. Girl, you talk too much and you do little listening. You need to revert that, baby. Yes, do it. Please. Hush. Hush, girl." Child, we back at the Sherwood Forest, honey. We got Nicole and Banasty on the floor. Nicole and the damn on the couch, baby. They done went through 3 bottles of champagne just laughing, honey. Nicole asks her bestie, "Girl, do you know what's been eating at me the most?" And Vanasty was like, "Girl, the way that you mentioned that how your marriage to Doug ain't worth sticking with, girl. What's that about, girl?" Vanessa says, "Drink, bitch." Remember the rules, honey. Every time someone brings up men, we got to swallow. Or as Bishop Jake says, swallow. Honey, Nikki said, Nikki, girl." Nicole says, "Girl, that party is over, honey. Those rules expired when we fucked up that last bottle of champagne, girl. But honestly, girl, I am so worried about you, honey. I don't want to be throwing another divorce party for you." Shit, Vanasty says, "Honey, girl, you are killing the vibe, Nicole. Tonight was so good, girl. Why you killing my vibe?" Nicole was like, "All right, bitch. Okay, we could talk about somebody else, honey. Joey Armstrong is not somebody you play games with, girl. Now, y'all know I look at the little things. Now, I'm sure as the episode goes to another episode, Vanessa is a beautiful woman, but that particular line across her forehead, that was clearly a missed Botox week. So, yeah, we're going to get that erased out, Because when Ted first started, the new Ted, Keith, yeah, he had a lot of parentheses on their forehead. Now you don't see them. So, just get your Botox, baby. Get your Botox. That'll knock it all out. All right, next scene. Back to the show. Oh, we see Dougie and Ted at Uptowns together. Okay, let's see what they're gonna both do. Somebody said last week in the last front porch that Ted and Doug are gonna be drunks. It sounded like they knew what was gonna happen before it happened. Are you a producer or a writer? Okay, so Ted tells Dougie, "What's good, brother? What's going on? What's deep, brother? What's going on, nigga?" Child, that damn. Not only is Ted sour, but Doug is just as sour. So Doug is looking like, "Oh, so now I'm your brother. Go ahead, Doug. That's the only brother you got. The show ain't no hell, no damn Joey Armstrong. After you tried to play me at work," he asked Ted. Ted was like, "Come on, bro. You still salty? You still ain't salty about that shit, are you? I mean, damn." Well, I figure a brother would never try to research about me or besmirch my reputation. I thought that he would support me. Come on, Doug. Ted was like, all right, I admit I came in a little hot. I probably could have handled that shit a whole lot better. But I ain't out here dragging the fuck out of your name. Doug says, well, you know how words travel at the hospital. Nigga, you was the one who quit. That's what traveled. You saying I'm out. That's exactly what happened. It ain't had nothing to do with Ted. Your little come to Jesus moment probably hit the group chats before I could even call the chief of staff to officially quit. That was between y'all. He's petty. What's going on with these petty men? I don't like it. Shit, we found out that Ted said, he said, look, I was trying to help you. I even asked the chief to help let me handle that shit in house. That's what I was trying to do for your ass. You see, that's where you messed up, nigga. See, I ain't need my shit handled. That's what Doug said. I was having a damn bad day, and then here you come swooping in like a fucking superhero, pushing me out. No, he didn't, Doug. Stop it. Ted talking about, well, it seems like I've been doing that a lot these days. I guess both taking L's. We're both taking L's these days. Yes, you think? And if that's the same pink outfit he had at the hotel, how did you get over from the hotel to Uptowns? Is it walking distance? Because nigga, you was throwing them back, and now you at the bar. Ain't you a doctor? Both of y'all is. Oh, let me hush. Push play, Shar. What is that supposed to mean? So Ted tells Doug that uh Nicole gave him them papers, baby. Girl, we at the hospital, at the nurse's station, the only nurse's station in the hospital. This 15-story, this 15-story high damn hospital, and that damn Ashley comes slamming shit all on the damn nurse's station, like she's so fucking worried. Shanice is like, Shanice is like, girl, you need to take your ass home. Get some real rest in a real damn bed, girl. I promise I will text you the minute that Derek is out of recovery, all right, girl? Oh my God, you sound just like my mom. You know what? I am not leaving until I get to see him. Shanice was like, all right, bitch, have it your way, honey. I will leave you so that you can wear a whole lot on this damn floor. Hey, you know what? Hey, wait. That's what Ashley says. I have a favor to ask. Girl, you are always so disrespectful to Shanice. I don't like it. Dr. Montgomery says that Derek needs extensive therapy. Shanice was like, girl, yes, it's going to be a long damn road and a hard one. All right. I want what's best for him. Um, will you be his physical therapist? Uh-oh. Wow. He might wind up falling for Shanice, y'all. Possibly. Ooh. I mean, Shanice just looked, honey. So we are back at the Roach Motel, baby. And so Leslie is looking at Peaches is like, to think for a hot second, I actually started to believe your ass. Peaches looking like, girl, all right, do whatever you want. Leslie goes back on her pretty party. Nothing comes in life so easy. I should have known better to believe or trust you. Everything I got, I had to scratch and I had to claw for. That claw was hard, baby. You tell your little employer, Peaches, nice try. She thinks she's so damn smart with all her little fancy degree sitting behind the gates in that big old house. She don't know me, I got a PhD in them streets, baby. And I know a hustle when I see one, Peaches. Girl, you making it sound like you just Thugalicious. Is that a rapper's name, Thugalicious? All right. So Peaches is like, girl, Dana, come sit down, honey. Tell me about who this Nicole bitch is that's got you in a damn tailspin like a fucking tornado. Come on, baby, come on. Sit down next to Mammy. Let's have a talk. Nicole Richardson. She's big mad because I had the nerve to show up at her mammy's concert and act like I belonged there. Well, you did. You didn't know you belonged there, but you did, girl. So now she's orchestrated this whole inheritance nonsense so she can watch me crash and burn. Nicole ain't thinking about your ass, girl. And whose baby is that on whose whose baby is that? I'm gonna take a picture. Now this is Leslie. Who baby is this? Is that babe what's her name? I'm gonna make sure I put this in my damn video. Whose baby is that? Is that Eva when she was a baby? Cause that's a real yellow baby. Who baby is that, Leslie? Okay, all right. Child Peaches told her, "Look at me, child. I swear on my mammy's grave, and you know I don't take that shit lightly, honey. I do not know nothing about no Nicole from the Man on the Moon. Now, whoever wrote her lines, I don't know if she helped write this, but there's somebody black, because only us be talking about the Man on the Moon. Only black folks talk like that, y'all. I'm sorry. Only we do. But what I do know, honey, is that you are about to become a very, very rich woman. Ooh, I wish, honey. Ooh, I wish that were me, honey. What do you mean very, very rich? And Leslie looking like frozen. You know, she's never speechless, baby, but she's speechless. So we're back at the hospital, and this damn Ashley talking about, as much as I hate to admit it, but I mean, you're the best, and Derek trusts you. What does that mean? What do you mean hate to admit it? Because you can't do it. Shit. And he likes you. Shanice was like, well, bitch, who don't? I mean, Shanice, I'm the same girl. I'm the same. So Ashley asks her, do you have any experience with paralytic patients? Shanice tells her, honey, more than a few. And it's definitely a long damn road for everyone that's involved. But when you help that person, you see that they can push past what's impossible, that everybody thought was fucking possible, girl. Something is so special about that. You could tell she has passion about really helping people push past their impossible situations. I love that about Shanice. So you think that it's possible that Derek, I mean, oh shit, you haven't even had a chance to really evaluate him yet. And so Shanice cuts her off saying, girl, Ashley, girl, I promise you this one thing. I will push that man to his absolute limit and a step beyond that, okay? I think he gonna fall for Shanice, y'all. I think he's going to fall for Shanice because she's there with him when he's down. And because Ashley doesn't know how to take stressful situations well, i.e., what we see right now. And Shanice is made for this. And I think that that's going to draw them closer. That's what I feel. I could be wrong, but I think that this whole situation, Shanice is going to definitely show up, and they're going to fall in love with each other. That's how that happens, right? On the soap operas, right? She says, I will be there every painful step of the way. That's what Shanice tells her. I mean, Derek needs that tough love. How you know, girl? You left him. Look, I know that our history is very complicated, but Derek needs us both. Huh? She okay. I mean, I don't want our issues to get in the way of his recovery. So, girl, Shanice was like, girl, listen, whatever happened in the past between us, it stays back there, okay? Now, this shit right here, this is about us helping our boy get him back on his feet. That's what this is about, girl. Literally. So we see Madison. Hey, Madison. She says, you can go and see Derek now. Okay. So Madison's like, I'll be in there in a minute. So she asks, Ashley asks Shanice, girl, how am I supposed to be able to go in there and talk to him like this when I know he might not even be able to walk again? Oh my God. I mean, what if he reads it all over my face? So Shanice was like, look, girl, it looks like you need tough love too. She really does. Why are you panicking? It's guilt. I'm telling you, that pity stuff it never is. It ain't the recipe for nothing else but disaster, honey. You know what? No, I don't. I got this. I just. Why does she always try to be so tough in front of Shanice? It's a front with her highlights. You know what? I just have to keep him comfortable, and I have to keep him fighting. That's it, right? That's my job, right? Right, girl? Answer me, right? So Shanice was like, see, look at you. You already know what the game plan is. So Ashley's like, you want to go in there with me? Instead of her saying, can you go in there with me? She wants to say, you want to go in there with me? Shanice was like, nope. This moment belongs for you two. That's it. It's for y'all. I ain't got to be in there. I'm a boss, remember? So we back at Sherwood Forest, and so Vanessa and Nikki are talking on the couch. So Vanessa was like, you know what I find fascinating? So Nicole was like, do tell. how Joey Armstrong's name just seems to keep coming up and fall from your lips every time we're together. It makes me wonder who's really obsessed. Really, Vanasty? Girl, I promise you. Nicole is not obsessed. It's about his reputation, baby. Nicole was like, well, maybe it's because I see something that your ass ain't willing to admit that is there, honey. I see it, boo. Remember, I'm a witchy poo. Shit, Vanasty says, the only thing that's between me and that man is escrow, baby. Okay, bitch. Vanessa, I've known you way too long, Nicole says. I know when you're telling me all half truths, bitch. I can see it whenever his name is mentioned. I mean, why are you letting a dangerous man get his hooks in you and that ping too? Dangerous, Vanessa says. Based on what? Do you know something? Girl, Vanessa, I know you mad at them people for letting you on this screen, baby, without about that Botox. Girl, I'm gonna snap this picture. Nicole was like, "Don't you know something?" And so she's like, "Yeah, but I didn't know that you knew." That's how she was looking at her. So Nicole's phone gets to buzz. Okay, so Nicole gets a phone call and it finds out that she needs to go to Uptown and meet a colleague there. And so Vanessa was like, "What a coincidence, girl!" Because Doug's ass is there too. Um, how are y'all gonna be driving and y'all just fucked up like 4 bottles of damn champagne? Did we do this here? Beyond the Gates, y'all need to do better about people drinking and driving now. Come on, that's been the invisible thread. Y'all been letting people drink, get fucked up like Danny does it all the time. Doug does it, Ted, Nicole. It's like y'all need to do better, honey. We got to learn lessons in this thing. No drinking and driving, y'all. Nobody. All right. All right. Back to the show. So Vanessa tells Nicole the reason why she knows that Doug is at Uptown because she has the Family Finder app. I had to keep tabs on his ass after he went rogue. Okay, I hadn't pushed play. All right. All right, I know you like Shar. She ordered a car. She did. She says, I will order a car and we can ride together. Okay? So good. Because I don't like that. I'm like, how was still Ted? How did Ted get there? Because Ted was really pissy drunk. Oh, I hope that's not Carlton that's going to be there in Uptown. She said a colleague. Ooh. So, Nicole was like, well, since we're going to ride together over there to Uptown, that gives us more time to talk about Joey. And so Vanessa was like, I can't wait. Yeah. Girl, she's a beautiful lady, but sheesh. So we're back at Uptown. So Doug tells Ted, man, sympathies for the death of your marriage, man. Damn, that's real tough. That's rough. Oh, Ted says he's not convinced that it's dead. It may be on life support, but it ain't DAD. Nah. He tells him that the Duprees feel like there's hope if he just put in some damn work. Which is true. Everybody's telling you that. It ain't the damn Duprees, baby. Everybody's telling your ass that. He said, but you know what the funny thing is? I can reconstruct a person's entire fucking face. Make them look like whatever they want to be. Wow, he says, but I cannot figure out how to make my wife look at me the way she used to. Damn! That's a bar. That is a fucking bar. Dougie says sometimes the solution isn't as complex as it seems. You need to identify what's blocking your fucking blessing, and you need to eliminate that shit by any means necessary. Okay, we see Jacob coming in here. Hey, Jacob! For some reason, while they were talking, we heard the door slam like really hard. I was like, it's got to be somebody that I know. Or that's part of the cast, because that door coming to Uptown slam really hard. Y'all, I got these headphones. They're really great from Amazon, and I hear everything, like everything. So I heard the door slam. I was like, either that's Carlton or somebody that from the cast, and of course it was Jacob. Hey, Jacob. Oh, that's right. He did threaten to call this nigga. So Jacob was like, "What's good, guys?" So Ted was like, "What's up, bro?" So Doug was like, oh, yeah, I got some business to handle. You don't mind me, yeah. Don't mind me. What? So you did with your wrinkled head? You did You told Joy you was gonna talk about you had friends. And when was the last time have we ever seen Jacob and Doug talk together? If ever. I don't think we've ever seen Jacob and Doug talk. But he did say he had a good friend. Damn, Doug, damn. So Jacob was like, I wasn't expecting to hear from you, big dog. Everything all right? Doug was like, yes, yes, everything's fine. I need some professional insight. Okay, yeah. Do you know Marshall Malone? Do he know him? Shit, yes, very well. Man, I wish I didn't. But yeah, we're partners. Why? But Marcel and I, we don't ever see eye to eye. That guy writes his own rules. He cuts deals with people he probably shouldn't. But me, that ain't my fucking style. I keep it clean by the book. You're fucking lying. Cause so how the fuck did you find out about them children? That wasn't by no fucking book. Just a lion there. Just a lion. Then you're the right person that could help my friend. All right, Doug, what the fuck you got under your wrinkled scalp? My friend, he's having a problem with his employer, Joey Armstrong. We back at the Roach Motel. Who is this baby? That baby is yellow, y'all. That baby is light skinned, like Nicole light skinned. Anyway, that ain't Leslie baby. I'm sorry. If that's supposed to be a baby picture of Eva, that's not Leslie's baby. Anyway, she's in her sour stupor, talking about decades long of eating store-bought dollar store noodles. Girl, I got 2 boxes of them. Shit, they just found out they're eating noodles with the package and the damn noodle itself can cause cancer. I'm like, damn, damn, damn. Decades of dodging bill collectors like they were the plague. And you come up in here with some miraculous story about a miraculous inheritance? Peaches tells her when the doctor gave her the news about her going up to glory, honey, she says finding your ass was going to be my top priority. I had to make sure that I told your ass everything, all right? Now here's proof. Birth certificates, legal documents, correspondence. She pulled that big old white envelope out that little bitty purse. Girl, where your wallet? You ain't got no where your wallet in that purse, girl. Leslie talking about papers can be fake. Lord knows I've done it myself. Girl, you was really street, like Chicago street, like DC street, like LA street. You was really, really street. And I ain't no shade on no Chicago, but y'all know I'm from DC. I put my own city in there. So y'all know what it could be like, especially if you from you know, you had to do some stuff to get by. Yeah, I ain't had to do that, but I've had some family members who had to do it. So yeah. Anyway, Peach was like, "Girl, I'm too sick, girl, to be playing games with your ass. I ain't got time to be lying to you." She said, "This shit is real." Okay, well, tell me this. Tell me how did we get this family money, and I'll look at your documents. Now she might need to have Tomas look at them, or Bill. That might be how her and Bill might start working together. Because Bill, if he sees that she has access to all that money, he's a rich, he's greedy too. That's how she's going to hook Bill to be her lawyer, probably. Can't you see? Ooh, that would be, ooh, that would be ugly if she team up with Bill, baby. Because that's what she wanted in the first place as her lawyer, not Tomas. Ooh. So Preachers tells Leslie that after she couldn't quote unquote take it anymore, and she took herself out. And I ain't talking about on a dinner date. Uh, they found out that the there was this money that was set up to all of Barbara's descendants. So of course they ain't know about her. That's how Barbara wanted that shit. So Leslie never got her fair share. Well, your auntie, who was Barbara's sister, she died, honey. She gone. She was the last of the line, bloodline, that is. It's all yours, honey. And Leslie asked that major question, baby. And just who's funding this windfall, girl? So Peaches tells her like that the part is kept secret, but girl, it started big, honey. So every 6 months, that person added more funds and more funds and more funds. Oh, come on, Peaches. This sounds too good to be true, girl. Peaches was like, well, girl, you ain't got to believe it. You don't have to believe it. Honey, because the paperwork tells all the stories, honey. And one more thing. Girl, how much stuff you got in that purse, honey? She pulled out that big envelope, then she gave Leslie something else that's in a Ziploc bag. Okay, so she gave her a brush from her mammy when she was a little girl. Probably some hair strand that she can prove that she's the daughter. Pull one of them hair strands, girl. That you got a lot of beautiful long locks, honey. So she was like, that was one of the last things that we can grab to pass down to you, since DNA, honey, can still be tested from a hair follicle, boo. Even years and years later, honey. Go ahead and teach her, Peaches. She's like, if it's stored right now, you can't have no hairs out there just anywhere. So Leslie was like, oh, can I get this tested? And so Peaches was like, baby, that's already done. Those papers from the trust executor, okay. Show the damn results, baby. Peaches is on it, honey. Go ahead, Peaches. I want me a step, no, auntie like Peaches. She said that shit shows absolute proof, baby, that you are Barbara's daughter, girl. You are about to go from a have-not, baby, to have it at all, and then some. I kind of got like one or two chills down my spine about this situation with Leslie, because I feel like she's acted this way because of rejection. But I got a feeling that having this money, baby, is going to be the devil incarnate through her. She's gonna be a plum fool. So now we see Leslie back, baby, looking at the cover from the Articulates. Oh, the program for the Articulates concert. So she's reading and drinking, baby. And baby Eva arrives. Hey, Eva. Mama? Honey, I ran 3 stop signs when I got the text that girl, you had me thinking that something was damn wrong with you. Well, I can tell you something that ain't wrong, honey. Do you remember that tribute video at the concert? Eva was like, for Barbara something, the original member, the one who Leslie was like, yes, girl, the one who died, also the one who gave birth to me. That's right. Barbara is my mother. Now, I don't like how they led up to this. The girl just sat down. It's like she didn't lead up to it. She's like, girl, that's my mammy. No build up, no context clues, no backstory. It's just like, girl, remember they gave that girl, guess what? That's my mammy. Oh, okay, okay, I get it. This is your get back, huh? you you mad at me because I took that letter to Thomas, and then when you wanted me to drop it, mama, you ain't got to play that. I understand, girl. You ain't got to get back, honey. She looking cute. And now you feeding me this line about being some damn long lost articulates heir. All right, mama. Okay, okay. I know you crazy, but this is a new low, mama. I mean, what's next, honey? You gonna tell me that you inherited her voice too, which she did. That bitch can sing. Or her money. And Leslie's like, bitch, we rich. Leslie is looking, nodding her head, and so Eva was like, honey, you just ain't lost your mind, baby. It's completely kapoof. It's Caspered. It's gone. It's ghost. What's going on with you, mama? Okay, we back at Uptown, honey, and so we see Jacob and Dougie talking. So Jacob says, Joey Armstrong, yeah, we know about him. That man moves like he's bulletproof. So while they talking, we see Madison show up. I can't see if that was Chelsea who came in with her, but we definitely see Madison comes in at Uptown. Uptown is the spot. I need to, when I go on the show, I'm gonna be at Uptown. Shit, Dougie was like, so then let's prove he's not. So Jacob says, we talking legal channels, right? Cause the only fucking lane I ride in. Man, why does Jacob always have to put like he's just this good and holy, thou art holy type of man? He ain't. What did you do to get that information about them babies, Jacob? That proves that you don't know how to follow the rules, bro. Dougie was like, come on, man. You know I wouldn't disrespect your badge, bro. What the fuck is wrong with you? My friend has intel on Joey that would interest you. Okay, cool. So your friend can work as an informant and work with the department to help build a case. Look, nigga, we ain't got time for all that shit. He needs Joey motherfucking Armstrong to go down right now with proof that Joey ordered my friend to commit murder. Do the trick for your ass. Whoa. Hang on, man. Before you go any further, I need you to know that anything you fucking say can and will be used against you in an official investigation. He says that's what I'm counting on, nigga. When it's time, my friend is gonna to go to Naomi to talk about a plea deal. But for right now, what do you fucking need to make sure Joy Armstrong is taken out of circulation? Well, the nasty walks up on Dougie and Joey talking. A cop, a realtor, and a cardiac surgeon all walk into a bar. This would make a perfect joke. Okay, so we see Nicole on the phone. So Ted is at the damn bar looking all sad, looking behind her like, you miss me, I miss you. She looking at him like this nigga. So she goes and sits down, and guess who she's having dinner with? Madison. So Madison was like, Nicole apologized to her for being late. So Madison's like, girl, I should apologize to you. But those hospital walls have just been weighing on me a lot. So Nicole was like, girl, what's going on? What's the tea? Talk. So Madison is like, girl, I got this case and now I'm getting emotionally involved. Girl, that ain't me. I don't do that type of shit. What's going on? I need to talk and find out. She's like, and I can't do that shit. I just can't. And that's why I like Madison's character, because she's so real. I keep telling y'all that her ass is like really, really real. That's why I love Madison's character. Now we see this man in a bed in the hospital room, baby. Derek, honey. So she comes in while we're hearing the beep, 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 beep. Derek. He's like, it took your ass long enough. It's like, wow. He gonna be sour for a little bit. He gonna go through all of that. Yeah, he gonna go through all of that. And Shanice's ass gonna be the only one that can deal with his old mean ass. He gonna be mean for a little bit. So Ashley was like, how are you? Girl, how you think he is? Stupid question. He says he's a little fuzzy from the anesthesia, but the surgery went well. And she's like, yeah, let's wait for Dr. Montgomery's official word on that, okay? Okay, wait a minute. He says, I don't need to wait. I can feel his legs already. She was like, what the fuck you mean? He says, the tingles, Ash. I can feel the tingle-lingles. He said he can't feel his legs yet, but he can feel the tingles. He said, it must be the anesthesia wearing off, right? Ain't that it, girl? And he was like, right? She was like, looks like I'm gonna bounce back quick, he says. All those bro hours at the gym must have been good for something, right? Yeah. She's like, just looking all sad and sour. And he was like, what's you looking at me like that? You don't believe me? He tells her, look, I can prove that shit. Just touch my leg. Like my leg, not the other. So he closes his eyes and tells her, look, I ain't gonna peek, but I'll tell you exactly where you're touching me. Watch how I'm gonna prove your ass wrong. So he leans his head back and closes his eyes. Derek, please. Come on, Ash. Come on, touch me. Just trust me. Touch me. Shit. He got his eyes closed and she done squeezed his leg, baby, and everything. He's like, okay, I'm ready. Go ahead and touch me. Go for it. I was like, nigga. No, I'm sorry, honey. She already touched you, boo. She was like, I just did. He was like, okay, try the other one. Now, bitch! Well, baby, she squeezed that other one while he looking, and he can't feel a damn thing. Damn. He's like, this is wild, man. He's like, I swore I could feel every fucking thing. Like the tingling pressure. I mean, I swear it was real. I can promise you it was real. I ain't lying. It's what we call a phantom limb sensation. It's actually really common in cases. In situations like this. Derek was like, go ahead, bitch, say it. Say that shit. Get it fucking over with. Get what over with? The lecture you've been practicing since they wheeled my ass in here about how wild and reckless and that my ass was bound to end up in here sooner or later. That's actually not what I was thinking, Derek. Yeah, well, that's who I am, Ash. Remember? That's what your ass said. Shit. Derek the Daredevil. No, Derek. No, that's not who you are. Every risk you took was for someone else. Running into burning buildings, climbing fucking trees for trapped cats. You did that because someone needed you. But this time, this was different. This accident is. What was this really about? And he turns away and looks mean. Got them red bruises all around his hairline. So we see Madison back with Nicole at Uptown. She says lately she's been finding herself more attached than detached from a lot of her cases, and she don't like that shit. Maybe because she's Chelsea is rubbing off on her, maybe. She's like, Nicole, what if I freeze up, honey, because I'm way too deep in my fucking feelings? I don't like that. Or what if I hurt someone because I care too much? Nicole tells her, like, girl, before we, take on these challenges, girl, before we tackle too much, has anything changed recently that would have brought all of these feelings and emotions up to the surface, girl? She says, Chelsea, honey. Chelsea is stressful. So we're back at the other side of the club with Jacob and Vanessa and Doug. He's like, I thought that you would be hanging with Nicole tonight. Well, she's with a colleague. So I decided that I would come over and surprise you. Turns out you had surprises of your own. I know the drill. One of you can create some half-cocked story, and you can congratulate yourself on fooling the little lady. And I figure that shit out eventually. That bitch is smart. You can't pull no damn wool over her damn eyes. Or we can skip the fucking song and dance, and you can tell me what the hell's going on here, Doug. Back at the Roach Motel, we see Eva. I mean, girl, you sure do got a damn thing for creating stories, but mama, this is too much. Peaches, come meet your grandbaby. Eva's like, what the fuck? Peaches like, oh, sweet Jesus, look at you. And so Eva's like, hold the fuck up. Like, what's happening right now? This is Peaches, the woman who raised me when nobody else would. Like for real? Like you raised my mammy? Girl, I guess that makes me your grandmammy. This is your grandmother. This is your grandmother. If you're an old school Tyler Perry person, you know exactly who did that. Name it in the comments. I want you to name the person who sang it. Please. Okay, back to the show. Oh, she just runs and hug her. Oh, girl, you're just so beautiful. And Eva was like, okay, I mean, how come you ain't never tell me about no damn peaches? Peaches said, girl, we had a few hiccups in our relationship, so we ain't spoken or seen each other in years. But yeah, we'll get into all the details later. But Peaches has something to tell you. So, baby girl, I need you to listen real good. So, now, girl, I was your biological mammy's your biological grandmammy's best friend, honey, since high school, honey. We go way back, girl. Now she found herself in the family way. You know what that means? She got pregnant. I knew Barbara couldn't raise no baby, girl. So I was trying to get pregnant and conceive it, but couldn't. So she then said, "Girl, go ahead, you can take my baby." And I was like, "Okay." And she knew I was gonna love that child, honey, like she was my very own, like your mammy. But yeah, well, that was one condition though. Dana could never know who her biological mammy was. And sadly, honey, the Lord called Barbara home. I know, I think she picked up the phone and said she wanted to come home. I'm sorry, that is no shade on that. I'm not trying to be insensitive, but y'all know my sense of humor. She said that Barbara was called home, baby. Like I said, she picked up the phone to call home anyway. And right when damn Leslie was started walking. So my daughter started walking in 10 months. So about 10 months, that's when the Lord called Barbara home. Oh. Eva was like, wait the fuck a minute. Like, this was the story you used when we moved here. Honey, same story. I mean, I had to tell him something, all right? But forget all that shit. Peaches, tell her about my biological mammy. Barbara Mitchell, one of the original articulates, and Eva's like, what? No way. So all that things you said, the whole thing was the truth, according to Peaches. So Eva was like, wait a minute, that damn letter was legit. Ooh. And if it was my baby girl, we are about to level all the way up. Well, Peaches grabs her bag, honey, and tells them, well, I'm going to get out of y'all hair, honey. But y'all need some time to sit with this. Mm, mm, mm. Baby girl, I know how your story started. I know your pain, honey. The pain of Barbara not wanting you, girl, giving you up like she did, and what she did after. But look at God working in mysterious ways. Oh, all those years later, how he made something beautiful from all that pain. You better say it, Peaches. Thank you, Peaches. Just for bringing us this news. People are always talking about how they don't have a mammy. But that's not my story. had you even when I was out there acting a fool and wilding out in them streets. Ooh, child. That's what Peaches said, honey. Girl. Honey, you were there. And they give each other hugs. Oh. So Leslie tells Peaches if you need anything, and I mean anything, you better let me know. Peaches was like, well, that's so sweet of you. But she get ready to go in the glory, honey. She get ready to go up there and see Barbara. So Peaches turns around and asks Eva, can she have a hug too? And so Eva was like, sure. I mean, what she said, what my mama said, I need a grandmother in my life. Peaches says, grandmother, honey. Ooh, it makes it sound like I'm pushing the walker around. She said, girl, you could just call me Peaches. Bet. I'll see you soon, Peaches. That's what Eva says. And so Peaches leaves, said, my girls. So she leaves. That's all of Peaches. I really thought Peaches was going to, well, she did drop a bomb, but I thought it was going to be more deadlier than that. But it was cute. I'm kind of happy for Leslie, but I'm kind of not because we all know she's getting what she needed. Well, she need a man. She want that man. She think that once she get that money, she gonna be able to get Ted, and she will. She is going to get Ted. Watch, she's going to get Ted. Um, but yeah, she's getting that money, honey. So Leslie opens the door and lets Peaches out, and she turns around like, girl, am I in your dream or are you on mine? Oh my God. Eva was like, girl, this is wild, mama. Stuff like this don't never happen to us. They got a new tune that they using in the background. It's like a little Caribbean beat. Okay. I don't remember this type of song being used in the show. Oh, they're so excited. They needed this happy moment because I swear they've been through some hell. Ooh, Eva was like, so we about to be rich, rich? Leslie with her mean ass talking about, wait a minute, hold up here. What's all this we business? What? Y'all was right. We all was right, baby. She's a mean mother. They start jumping up and laughing and talking and screaming and jumping up. Oh, go ahead, y'all. Oh my gosh, Eva says. And so we're back at the bar, and Vanessa's telling Dougie and Whisper, this little lady is waiting. Y'all better start talking before I tear this table over. Jacob says, I'll fall back and give you two some space. He looks at Doug and says, okay, all right, man. Think about what we discussed, all right? Vanessa looking at him real suspicious, honey. You know where to find me. All right? Yeah. So Jacob walks over to Ted and says, any more drama out of Leslie since Orphe Jeans? So Ted turns around, wait a minute. Well, you mean after she stole my Articulates tickets? Ted was like, what's the fucking sentence for that shit? And then Jacob was like, look, man, I love to help, but petty theft, not exactly a priority right now. So he looks around at Doug. He says, I got bigger fish to fry other than your fucking baby mama drama. Oh, no offense. Yes, you were trying to be offended, nigga. You was trying to be offensive. Child, please. So we back at the other bar, the other booth, and Doug was telling Vanessa, so did you figure it out yet? Vanessa was like, please don't tell me that you were discussing Joey with Detective Hawthorne, honey. Please. Now, when they were panning from Vanessa over to over to Nicole and Madison, it was a weird long pan. I mean, I guess it was a very weird long pan the way Vanessa was looking at him like she finna threaten him. That girl got so much balls under her skirt now. She thinks she can get away with anything. Yeah. Uh-oh. So Nicole asked Madison, what about Chelsea, honey? And Madison was like, girl, she's the problem, Nicole. I mean, I love her. I love her so much. I mean, I love her, and it scares the hell out of me. So Nicole says it's natural to spiral when you have these unexpected feelings that pop up, especially when it's packaged as a pretty girl and a party girl too, who has come along, baby, to steal your heart. Girl, I have seen you in case conferences and psychosis evaluations. And Madison, girl, you are brilliant. I'm positive that you can compartmentalize when necessary. Yeah, that. You can put it together when necessary. and you can continue to provide all the care that you always have, girl. Madison is like, so you really think I can handle this shit? So Nicole was like, girl, yeah, I know you can, but you might not like what I have to say next, though. What you finna say, Nicole? Child, we back at the hospital. So Ashley is talking to Derek. Answer my question, Derek. Why did you take that curve so fast? So Shanice comes in there like, oh, looking good, Derek. Okay, baby, how's your pain level? And don't be sugarcoating no shit for me now, right? He was like, well, I won't be running a 4-minute mile no time soon. And so Ashley's like, please, you couldn't do that shit before the accident. Girl, get out of here. Shanice was like, never say never, honey, because we could make it one of our goals. He says, one of our goals. He said, what a minute, you mean you and me? She's like, turns out that I am your physical therapist. And that damn Ashley got her eyes closed. Like it's like sick to her stomach, knowing that damn Shanice is going to be his physical therapist. Like, why do you have your eyes closed, girl? He was like, hot damn, I hit the jackpot. She said, honey, please, your ass ain't going to be seeing that when we set our sessions, honey. When I say stretch, you stretch. When I say bend, motherfucker, you bend. When I say rotate, I expect you to do so without as much as a fuss. You hear me? Go ahead, Mother Shanice. He says, yes, ma'am. He's like, well, seriously, how did I end up with the best therapist in DC? See? Watch. Ashley who? Shanice says, well, let's just say someone put in a special request and she's looking over at Ashley. Okay, so I guess she called Jacob. So Jacob rushed to the hospital. He's Ash. Oh, Jacob, what happened? Derek was in a bike accident during that triathlon. We're just waiting for Dr. Montgomery to give us an update. So Jacob was like, I gotta see him. Like, look, just listen, okay? Derek does those things like that he does. He's cracking jokes, playing it cool. But I think he realizes that his life is about to shift. I mean, we're talking weeks, if not months of recovery. I don't know if Derek will ever be the guy that we know and love again. No, he's not. He's different. Ha ha ha, there he is. So they go and see Derek, Detective Hawthorne, looking as clean as ever. So Jacob coming in like, come on, man. You know how I do. That whisper, baby. But he do be clean now. Yeah, I know he be sharp. He be clean, but not as fine as his damn pappy. Ugh. Wow. I didn't even know what the next line was. He's like, I just can't be having these hospital folks thinking a brother don't be sharp. Didn't I just say he be sharp? See, these writers, they got to be African American. They got to be, because don't nobody say he's sharp but us, honey. There ain't no shade on nobody else, but there's a certain lingo that we do, So Jacob looking at him like he all weirded out and stuff. So Derek was like, man, I must look a fucking mess if you looking at me with that face. No, you good, man. You good. It's just that hospital gowns ain't your drip, you know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah. Naomi sent her love, and she'll be by as soon as she can. All right, yeah. So y'all know I'm not gonna go through no damn details about this little conversation because it's just a back and forth. He talks about he fucked up his back and he fucked up his legs. Dr. Montgomery gonna get me together though, so just have some chats about why he did what he did. What do you think? Derek did that shit because he was focused on what Ashley did to his heart. So Jacob asked him, "Is there anything I could do?" He's like, "No, we good, but I do need for you to do me one favor." So he was like, "Why? What is it? I need you to find my bike." This is what Derek asked Jacob to do, and so Jacob was like, "Wait a minute, the one that's all probably banged up. What the fuck?" He looking all weird, talking about, "Yeah, I got to get it fixed so I can get back out there." He wants to get back on that bike. Nick, you ain't getting on that bike no time soon, baby. Jacob was like, okay, I mean, yeah, I'll make sure I find your bike for you, bro. Yeah. Honey, Peaches, honey, comes over to damn Uptown and sees Ted there. She says, buy a lady a drink. So he was like, no, I'm not here to socialize. Well, how about you let me buy you one then? Ooh, what Peaches is doing to Ted? Because maybe she gonna pay back Leslie for fucking around with the guy that she was with. Ooh. He says, I'll pass. She said, oh, well, you're lost. Let me get a Manhattan top shelf. She looks at him, this isn't my usual scene. You know what I'm saying? But recent events made me realize that Every once in a while, the lady gotta treat herself, to the finer things. I'm Peaches, he says, Ted, and I wouldn't dream of it. What does that mean? So he keeps looking back at Nicole. She's saying, "Here you are, passing up all this full body, spicy vintage for that." Ooh, Peaches know who the fuck Nicole is. She know. Younger wine across the room. He was like, "Yeah, that younger wine is my wife." So she was like, "Well, why the fuck you looking at her like you a lost puppy that's too scared to go home?" He says it's complicated. She's like, honey, anything worth having always is. Child, honey, me and my daughter, honey, we ain't speak for years. She crossed a line that I didn't think I could ever forgive, but then pride and fear kept me from reaching out, even though my heart was screaming to. She just talking to him. He keep looking back in the cold. Nigga, you gonna get a whiplash. Keep looking around because the cold ain't paying no fucking attention to your ass. He says he did something unforgivable himself. Man, you did more than a something unforgivable. He says he wants to save his marriage, but he don't think I have a choice in the matter right now. She tells him, nigga, you got a choice, always got a choice. Get your ass off that bar stool and go over to your wife. Every damn minute you sitting there feeling sorry for yourself, honey, is a minute you can't get back. Look, don't wait for fate to force your damn hand like it did mine. I like the song it says in the background, stand up, hey. So she gets up and she pays for her drink and she takes her drink to the other side of the room. So Nicole is back talking to Madison, having this deep conversation. She tells Madison that having a deep connection with patients can be very healing for the both of you. I hope she ain't falling for Derek. Did I miss that? She's like, that's terrifying. That's what Madison said. She's like, sometimes developing deep feelings for a patient is okay, and then you just figure out how you feel afterwards. Wait a minute. I hope you think she's falling for Derek? What patient is she talking about? Ooh, girl, I hope she ain't falling for Derek. He got 2 black women. Y'all know I be guessing wrong. Let me push play. So Madison said it's gonna be a challenge, but she can definitely try. So she looks at her phone. She's like, I gotta skedaddle. So Nicole tells her, go ahead, girl. But remember, my door is always open. So as soon as Madison leaves, his ass is right there. Hi there. She's like, I saw you with your bar companion over there. You trying to be messy, Nicole. You see that lady was old. Glad you're taking my advice and moving on. He was like, come on, Nicole. Damn, you think I would be outside trying to get with some random woman? Ted, I think that's the wrong thing to say, bro. She said, don't worry, Ted. Unlike my marriage, I have managed to keep my sense of humor. He was like, well, you know what? At the club, I was definitely out of line. Look, the divorce papers just threw me off my block. She's like, oh, it's like kind of like finding out your husband has a secret love child, right? No. He says, look, can we not turn this into some type of weird ass competition? She was like, oh, honey, that ended a long time ago. So since it's looking like it's a blowout. So we back at the booth again. And so Dougie is telling Vanessa, look, no, you can stop all of this. How exactly? By miraculously fixing your gambling issue, play happy family like we used to, and stop seeing Joey? He says, well, that would be a fucking start. The audacity of you making demand when it was your fucking mess that dragged us into this shit. Or did you damn forget who saved your ass when cutting that deal? With your ass being unemployed, Nick, I'm the one that's holding the fucking cards. So you better pray this lady stays happy. Or you can kiss this lifestyle that you're so accustomed to goodbye. So we back at the Roach Motel, and so Eva was like, honey, it's just so wild how everything can switch up so fucking fast. One day Leslie says, you're just trying to make it through another day, going through life on autopilot, girl. And then boom, honey, something major happens, something major hits. Leslie says, yeah, usually that shit is bad news. And Eva was like, yeah, but sometimes it's good news, honey. Like everything just looks different and seems different. Like the whole world got an upgrade and your ass is just running, trying to keep the fuck up. Child, sometimes you don't catch up. Sometimes life just keeps pushing and then it leaves your ass in the dust. Like with Peaches? Yeah, girl. Like with Peaches. I mean, the only reason why she reached out to me is because she got sick and she was trying to tie up all her loose ends. However, if this money is real, the first time thing that I'm finna do, honey, is making sure that she gets the best care it can buy. Because at the end of the day, that's my mammy. And she was the only one who showed up for me. Eva said, but mama, y'all ain't talked in years. She said, honey, it don't matter whether y'all didn't talk yesterday or 20 years ago. It don't matter if you got beef or you have to swallow your pride. Oh, you just got to do what you got to do when it comes to your mamas. That's true. That is true. Except for that fucking mama, because she crazy. Some people do have some messed up mamas like that. I have a good friend of mine. Her mother is very narcissistic. Religious narcissism. That's what she has. So yeah, and it's very toxic. But anyway, back to the show. Eva says, and that's what family is. You know, that's what the Duprees always says. And that's what love is. That's what Leslie says. So we back at the hospital with Ashley and Derek, honey. So Madison comes back and he says, give it to me, Doc. What's going on? She said that the surgery was a success. They were able to move some of that bone that was, going in the way of his spinal cord. So they got that out of the way. He was like, great. He said, all right, so when can I get the hell out of here? Look, Derek, I need you to understand something, Madison says. This ain't the same as trying to patch up some damn broken arm, baby. We're looking at weeks of recovery, darling. He said, weeks? She said, yeah, like physical therapy starts tomorrow. Physical therapy will definitely help, honey. But when your ass leave here, you gonna be in a damn wheelchair. He says he asked for how damn long. She said, look, I can't give you no accurate timeline. I'm a fucking firefighter, all right? That's not just my damn job. That's who I am. I understand that, Madison says, but not right now. Right now, honey, you're going to have to look at other opportunities within the department. Yeah, you're going to have to do that. He was like, what the fuck? What you mean, like a desk fucking job? I mean, look, Doc, I need for you to give it to me straight, all right? If I do everything right, all right? If I work twice as hard and follow every single damn order, I'll be able to walk again, right? She says she wished she could tell him that was basically all willpower. She said, but it might be possible. I mean, and you see Ashley over there, her face all tore the fuck up. And then she said, and then again, honey, it might not. I don't know what to tell you. So, yeah, that was today's episode 114 of Beyond the Gates. I mean, yesterday's. Y'all, I'm a day behind, so excuse me. I'll be back on the regular scheduled program. At least you got a little bit from me yesterday. So, yes, this was Monday's episode. We will be back today with the regular episodes moving forward until I start my show. Then I'll warn y'all. But thank y'all so much for coming by. Thank you for all the new subscribers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We have a good time over here. So let me go ahead and get this edited and uploaded. And I'm going to try my best, Jasmine, to pick some really fun pictures to. It might not coincide with the scenes, but we're going to get some funny expressions. We're going to try to. I'm trying to get this coin. All right. Love y'all. And I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.